Hello everyone!
Well, hi.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm curious.
We are here to talk about UTIs, which are urinary tract infections. And they happen to girls all the time. I think maybe I know one girl in my life that's never had a UTI.
Yeah, I was walking around with a UTI for a while without knowing that I had one.
Yeah, most people don't know that they have them. It's crazy. I mean, I used to get them so much at uni and when I was younger, especially with having loads of sex, not drinking enough, drinking loads of alcohol, drugs. They just love to fuck up your vagina.
So it's a urinary tract infection. Quite easy to get, really easy to cure.
Yeah, really easy.
Don't worry if you think that you have one. Some of the symptoms include a burning sensation when you pee.
Yeah, having to feel like you need a lot, like to pee constantly.
Yes.
That's so annoying.
So annoying. You're like getting up in the middle of the night, weeing about 3 times.
Yeah, or like even just like a dribble will come out. You're like,
you go to the toilet and then like a really small amount comes out even though you felt like you really needed to go.
And it can get really bad. I remember when I was at primary school, it was so bad. Cystitis, I think I had, which is a urinary tract infection. And I had to go to the office to be able to pee and I'd be there in tears trying to pee. It would burn so much.
Yeah.
But that's only when it's left untreated and it gets worse.
Yeah.
And clearly I just didn't fucking know.
I think it is hard to realise that you have one though, so you can't don't blame yourself if you're like leaving it untreated so much that it burns.
Yeah, the amount of times I've gone and got like my STI checkup and they're like, oh, well, you've got a urinary tract infection. I was like, oh, well, hello.
Yeah, literally.
Didn't know you were joining us
I
today.
went to the doctors with a kind of pain in my, what I thought was like my ovary area. I was just like, oh, I've got this weird like cramping feeling down here. It doesn't feel right. He was like, go and pee in a pot and I'll test your urine. He was just like, yep. You've got a UTI, and he put me on some antibiotics and it went away.
Yeah, they go away really quickly once you get antibiotics, but there are also things you can do to prevent yourself from having a UTI, getting a UTI, and also if you feel one starting to come, there are definitely precautions you can take to sort them out.
On the NHS website, symptoms include needing to pee suddenly or more often than usual,
pain or burning sensation when peeing,
smelly or cloudy pee.
Yeah, cloudy pee I get a lot.
Yeah.
Blood in your pee, and we're not talking about like real red blood. This is when you wipe and you see like your pee's a little bit pink.
Pain in your lower tummy.
Yeah, massively. Feeling tired and unwell.
And in older people, changes in behaviour such as severe confusion and agitation. Treating a UTI can be really, really simple.
Yeah, yeah, massively. But lots of people don't bother doing it, so it can get worse, and that's when you need antibiotics.
Yeah, I needed antibiotics when I had one, and it's a really simple solution, but you shouldn't always go to antibiotics.
Yeah.
If you've got like a really minor case, there are other things that you can do, like drinking lots of water.
I am so bad at taking antibiotics. You know, they always say, oh, make sure you finish your course even if you feel well. So I never ever listened to that, and I always used to like leave quite a few pills left, maybe a couple. You need to finish your course because if you don't, it destroys the bad bacteria, and the strongest, best bacteria ends up not being killed, sitting there dormant, waiting to strike again, either mutating and getting worse, or being able to be passed on to somebody else, and then they're also resistant to the antibiotics. So you have to take your whole course.
Always take the whole course, even if you're like, oh, I'm cured. It seems like it's better.
Yeah, I fucked up when I was younger a lot, and I'm probably going to suffer for it when I'm older.
If your UTI is feeling really, really bad and you're feeling in a lot of pain, then it is worth going to A&E, to go to hospital to really get it sorted out.
Yeah, I mean, they'll just give you antibiotics quickly then, but I've been to hospital before A&E. When it's unbearable, that's when you go to A&E.
Other things you can do to help your UTIs are getting lots of rest and make sure you're drinking lots of fluids.
Like lots, as in
water.
You need to flush that bacteria out. Just keep on drinking, even if it makes you feel sick. Keep on drinking.
And it's annoying because every time you need to pee, it's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But you still need to keep drinking.
It does ease up though.
Definitely.
I mean, it might hurt the first couple of times, but just keep drinking as much as you possibly can, and then it will stop hurting.
Yeah. Cranberry juice. I don't know if this is just a kind of like
I don't know
old folks
either.
tale, but everyone always says cranberry juice is really good for UTIs.
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to have sugar when you have a UTI because the sugar actually feeds the infection, and it's the same with a lot of
cranberry
stuff.
juice is pretty sugary.
So sugary, but that's why cranberry extract is also really good for you.
Yeah.
There's another tablet my friend swears by, and it's called Demonuse, which is I think you can buy it like in Holland and Barrett. I mean, like just one of those health food stores for anyone who doesn't know what Holland and Barrett is. And it's, I don't know how it's spelled, Demonuse, but it's a preventative. So if you feel it coming or you feel like you might get one, then you take it a couple of times or every day. And she says it's amazing. She hasn't had a UTI since.
Really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I had like a couple of her tablets. It seemed to work for me, but
yeah.
I don't know in the long run.
I would think as well, like, don't hold in your wee when you've
got
got an UTI,
no,
because it will only just make it get worse.
Yeah, I mean, it sits there and multiplies. So the more you flush, the more you pee, the less likely it will multiply.
Painkillers can also be really good for having UTI because it gets rid of the pain and it will just make your peeing less painful.
You can also use a hot water bottle or a heat pack if that helps ease the pain.
It will also help to avoid having sex.
I know, it's really hard to hear, guys, but
I hate saying this. Just don't fuck when you have a UTI.
Yeah, I used to always get UTIs when I had sex, especially if the penis wasn't squeaky clean. I know that sounds like really gross, but because it aggravates your wee hole, you know, your urea or your urethra.
Yeah, quite often women who have sex with guys with a larger penis,
oh my god, yeah,
are more likely to get UTIs after sex.
Yeah, when I was having sex with a big penis, that would just be standard. Always make sure you piss after sex.
Yes. Most likely you will need the toilet after having sex. I don't think I ever finish having sex and don't need the toilet.
Not even if it's like really late at night and you can't bother to go piss.
I will always go to the toilet.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Even though, you know, when you're
smart.
sitting on the toilet and your like labia's all like swollen.
Swollen, and then it's sore when you pee.
You're just like, you're sitting there, it's like, I know I need to pee, I know there's loads of stuff to come out, but it won't come out, and you just literally have to sit there until you're like swollen, horny clitoris.
Yeah, until it calms down. It's like it's literally like a guy's dick. Like when it's hard, it's really hard to piss. It's the same for us girls. All of our tubes swell up and we find it really hard to pee.
So if you're ever feeling that you're hurting when you pee, it's probably a UTI, and this is the video you need.
Of course, UTIs only really last for like, it could be anywhere between like a day to a week. But
I think the last time I had one, I think I had it for like maybe a month.
What?
Because I just didn't know what I had.
That's so
painful. I was just peeing. No, the thing is, it wasn't painful. Sometimes UTIs aren't painful when you pee. You're just peeing really often, and every time you go to the toilet, there isn't much coming out. You're like, oh, this is weird, but it doesn't hurt, so it can't be a UTI.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Right. I guess in pain wise, you know, if it's been a week and it's still not gone, go and see a doctor.
Yeah,
it's always worth checking it out.
Definitely.
And also don't forget, I know we've talked about girls a lot because we are girls, but men can get UTIs too.
Yeah,
it's very, very common for men to get them.
Yeah, probably from sex as well.
Yeah, from sex or same reasons. And they also need to go to the doctor and get antibiotics.
Yes. Well, I hope this video has been really useful for you. If you have any tips on getting rid of UTIs in a natural way, please comment them in the comment section below.
Yes, please do. Let us know what your like home remedies are if we've missed anything. And I hope this has been helpful.
So give this video a huge thumbs up.
Yeah. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Also check out our podcast, Fucks Given. Just search Come Curious in Spotify and iTunes.
Woo!